And now to the obligatory sky level, which, on replay, it's actually not as bad as I remember. There are two parts to the sky level that I absolutely cannot stand because they're just so cheap. Just like meant to be like a haha, you lost your life kind of thing. So cheap. But the thing is that everything else, I just go through and I end up doing well most of the time. The enemies aren't really much of an issue here, except in one of the... See? You go faster than spikes. Jerks. But there's one thing where, like a buzz bomber shoots from off screen as you're going fast. It's like they clearly did not program that correctly. Or maybe they did and they just wanted to mess with us.
The fact that it's impossible to tell is probably a knock on the game.
Yep. But despite all the stuff that you'd expect out of a Sonic sky level, because I remember, I think in Sonic Rush, the sky level is like notoriously hard. But in this, I always remember that I have an easier time in this than I do Music Plant half the time. Also, that was a secret wall there. Just if you try to collect the secret rings there, just like there's no way you had any knowledge that was there.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. How would you ever know that? Like, it's not like something you can even do accidentally. That's just a wall. And now you're going to be always thinking, what if this is a secret wall? What if this is a secret wall? It's stupid. It's terrible.
Exactly. They have another thing. I don't know if you were paying attention, but they do it again in Music Plant Act 2, where just like it's a wall. I think this is the part. Wait, no, that was just the end. But if you slow down at any point, of course you lose a bonus. But there's a part similar to that in Act 2, where you come off of a ramp like that, and you have to immediately like slow down and then do a quick platforming puzzle. A quick platforming section over a bottomless pit. Except the momentum, because you won't see it coming, you'll just keep going. The momentum of it all will most likely kill you the first time, and I completely avoid the bottom path by using the jump there, which is incredibly risky, and I have no idea where I'm going now because I'm so used to the bottom path. But I'm just doing some awesome stuff.
Sonic doesn't really have, because I'm thinking, say, what's an example of a 2D platformer? Donkey Kong Country.
Okay.
Donkey Kong Country, they have their, well, actually no, Donkey Kong Country is a bad example because they do have generic archetypes, but their generic archetypes are really different from the usual, so I don't think they really count. Maybe what I'm getting at is that Sonic really sticks to its archetypes a lot.
Well, it used to be. Well, the thing is that it used to be.
Even the sky levels, this is just sky over mountains or sky over desert, and it's pretty much always what it is.
Yeah, but you have to remember that sometimes, like, especially in the spin-offs, they get a bit more creative with at least the aesthetics or the stuff that happens in the levels.
I'm thinking that, ironically, the most interesting level archetype I can think of is Sand Ocean in Sonic 4.
Oh, well, that's Oil Desert. But the thing is...
Oh, I have no idea why I called it Sand Ocean.
Yeah, but the thing is that there are definitely a lot of stages that are great with like mixing things up. But I do feel that like for a while we lost the cool like wackiness that happened. So that's why when things like Mirage Saloon and Press Garden were introduced in Mania, like yeah, this is a good
a Winterland printing press That's such a random combination, but they work.
Yep. And the thing is that just when these guys obviously work on the next Sonic game and Izuka is not going to like pressure them into doing the same levels again, or he better not. I think this is the part. Yes, you have to immediately jump, and then there's an enemy there, and then there's spikes at the end right there.
Yeah, that's
like
ridiculous.
3 platforming challenges in one, and if you don't react or have to come to a complete stop, then you're just going to get hit into the pit. It's like one of the most unfair points in this game, I think. Also, this is actually a level where you cannot, under any circumstances, like win without tricking. There's one section in this. I think it's this stage or Act 1, where you have to use the R trick system, because you could technically go throughout the entire game before now without using the R trick system once, but there's one thing where you have to do it. So if you didn't read the manual, then you're gonna be stuck here unless you have a flying character, Aaron Hansen.
Or if you got the game cartridge without the manual because you got it from a friend.
Exactly. Which is why Aaron Hansen will never complete this game.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But there's also the little thing where, back on the whole level getting topic, some
It's crazy.
What?
And I've said this already in other playthroughs, I'm sure. These are people who can run close to the speed of sound, and a fan can completely stop them dead in their tracks. That fan must be like 10,000 volts being constantly fed into it to be so powerful.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird how it's just there. I mean, I don't know what purpose it solves.
I mean, Eggman should just get like 20 of those fans and surround his castle. Like, forget spikes, just get the fans.
I mean, that would make interesting boss fights. Certainly would be a better idea.
But actually, fans that blow you into spikes.
Certainly would be better than half his ideas from Sonic CD. Like, I love that game's level design and gimmicks, but the bosses are a definite let down.
And they're the people who don't like the level design in CD.
Yeah, those complete idiots. Like,
I mean, I get the idea because it's like really blocky or something. The stages are really huge rather than straightforward. But that's fine by me.
the first off, the gimmicks for the entire game is amazing. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The controls are just fine, and then you plus all of that with the fact that the special stages do not suck. And
Sonic CD probably has better stage. I'm pretty much at the end of Sonic 2 right now. Even though unfortunately my 3DS battery has died, so I need to get that replaced. But yeah, I can safely say that I think CD actually no, I haven't played CD for myself, just watched you play it. But I can safely say CD probably has better levels than Sonic 2.
I mean, you have a good laptop now, you can get it for yourself.
Yeah, that's true. The fans of that game, Sonic 2, would probably kill me now. So I guess this is my last playthrough, guys.
I mean, look, at least everybody admits, even the Sonic 2 people, that the half pipe sucks.
Oh, absolutely.
There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The thing is that actually like ties in, because if you remember, with how Sonic 2's levels were, you have Oil Ocean. That's a good gimmick, and then with the whole thing with Chemical Plant, Aquatic Ruin is sort of just okay.
I don't know if you can count the second game because it's just setting up these gimmicks.
Yeah, I'm saying
Oil Ocean sounds like something. Not Oil Ocean, but Chemical Plant is something that happens a lot afterwards.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's why I'm saying starting from there the Cypher got some cool things, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles got some cool stuff.
Yeah, but it doesn't count if it's the thing that's if it okay, it starts it, but then it gets repeated until it's that's what I'm talking about. Donkey Kong Country, that looks really cool.
No.
Donkey Kong
Hold on.
Country keeps
I need to say this adequately. Like, hold that thought. Like, keep onto it preciously. This is the worst boss in the game. It is so terrible.
As in hard?
Yes, but just like first I showed like fighting Eggman because apparently I was asleep on the editing wheel. But this is what happens when you're fighting Sonic. I mean, when you're playing as Sonic. Apparently Eggman has tricked Knuckles into working for him yet again.
And he's able to use this entire machine.
Exactly. Efficiently and with incredible prejudice. The problem with this is that the hitboxes for the cockpit are wonky. Sometimes you really just have to hit it from the top. Sometimes you can like barely get it from the side. And the thing is, since it's rotating around, it's hard to actually, get it half the time. And then that hand has amazing homing properties. And if you get it to the pinch mode, if you destroy the laser first, then the hand goes all super crazy. And it can one-hit kill you. If it catches you on the disc, it kills you instantly, no matter how many rings you have.
It's just ridiculous.
Super ridiculous. It is unanimously just the worst boss in this game. Everybody understands.
Is that the only, as in, because I've never seen something that can one-hit kill you besides Spikes. Not even Spikes. Is that the only thing that can one-hit kill you?
Crushing also. The thing is that's what it. I guess the game registers it as a crush.
That makes sense.
Also, what the heck was this? I clearly ordered this the wrong way. But yeah.
Yeah, basically what I was saying is that Donkey Kong Country has weird archetypes, but it keeps its archetypes. It has caves, robot factory, jungle trees. It's not normal stuff, but they do keep their stuff. The same thing with this. It has weird stuff, but it just keeps it.
Yeah, the thing is though, this stage is I think this is when this is like the only stage that like I think goes on for too long. But yeah, so the issue is that
is this the casino equivalent?
No, this is Technobase. We're in like I don't know if we're in cyberspace or if we're just like in a huge cyber environment or anything. Okay. But no, this is a techno level. The thing is that just like in Sonic Adventure,
man, this background feels straight out of Postman.
You're actually right. Once Sonic Adventure rolled around, they started becoming a bit more realistic with their setups. And that carried over all the way till the storybook series, with the one exception being Sonic Heroes, where they're intentionally going back for like a little bit more of a classic feel and everything, where they completely expand on the casino thing more, the casino level trope more than you'd expect, for one example. And then there's Rail Canyon, and then Mystic Mansion, which is a haunted mansion level, then Hang Castle, which is a haunted castle. You're going on the outskirts of a haunted castle, and the gravity can shift. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. And then there's Egg Fleet, where you're bouncing from one Eggman battleship to the other, and there are multiple pathways through, depending on which ship you go on.
Those all sound really cool.
They are. But then after that, it's like, okay, now we're going. After that, the game was Shadow the Hedgehog, which was super gritty and all that stuff. And then 06, where they even went even more realistic. And as I said, apart from the storybook series, which had its own specific things, where I think Black Knight's levels are still bland, even if I find fun in them. But Secret Rings,
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're just a bunch of caves
but
and waterfalls
and plains
and grasslands. Yeah.
and castles. Don't forget castles. But the thing is with Secret Rings is that it has, despite it being a terrible game, it has some varied level design and very varied concepts.
Okay, you're gonna have to take over for like 30 seconds because my eyes are burning and I have to go do something about this.
Okay, cool. I guess you can't handle the speed, Keith. Either way. Man, I actually just remembered a long time ago where, well, I don't remember exactly when it was. Maybe I was 9. Like, this was the era where I had to borrow a lot of games from my friends, as few as they were. But, like, when I had Sonic Battle and Sonic Advance 2, I think I got stuck at a certain place. Or maybe that was Advance 1. No, I think it was Advance 1. Advance 1, I definitely got stuck on the final boss. I don't remember if I got stuck in Advance 2. Either way, jerks. Either way, it does put it into a lot of perspective how, in the end, these games can just be breezed through, but at the same time, they're marketed to kids. So it's weird. Some Sonic games don't seem to understand, well, don't seem to know what they're trying to go for. Because I swear Lost World is going for a more kiddie vibe, like, obviously. But some of the things that they put in the game, especially the 3DS version, are just exercises in complete tedium. And maybe that's just a level design thing, but I don't think that's going to capture kids' attention. Like, at all. Pretty colors...
Is it a level design or is it a failure of the level design?
I don't know.
Let me give you an example. Let's Go is designed to be that lame. But Diamond and Pearl, how tedious it often is, wasn't intended in the design. It's a design flaw.
Okay, so in that case then, Lost World 3DS is definitely Let's Go.
So they intended for the game to be that hard?
There is no way I can think that they put the gimmicks they did in there without intending it to be intended for that specific purpose.
Here's the thing though. They put the gimmicks in the level design with the assumption that the controls were good. They probably don't think the controls are bad. They probably think the controls are good.
But that's just it. It's not even so much of a control problem at this point. The stuff they have you do in the levels is just like, there's one point where you have to, what was it? Roll up snowmen until they're significant enough size or something. And then there's another level where you have to you have to guide slow fruits into blenders in the ground to create juice portals or something, and the fruits take forever. And
that sounds awesome. All of these design concepts sound so cool.
Yeah,
it's a shame that they are apparently executed badly.
And exercises in tedium. And then there's the thing is that because I never paid much attention to the 3DS version specifically, there are a lot more things that I'm just not remembering fully, but I know are there. That's
Is it like that? Okay, you're gonna have to take over again for another minute.
Oh, beautiful! We all know
this is
how well
nothing
that
to do
goes.
with my pain though. It's something else.
Oh, I can tell. I hear in the background. Also, I would continue. Oh, come on! Ah, I absolutely hate that. What happened to the footage there? They just replay and skip? Oh, I guess this was my alternate thing. Better go and hide that since he's not commentating here. Mental note. Hide this from everybody who's... Wait, why am I saying this if everybody's going to keep hearing this? Disregard the fact that I had to use one state in this stage. Look, man, it was late. I had things to do, and I had to constantly go on a certain path to get these things. These, I forgot what they're called. The special rings. Because this entire design mentality is asinine. No matter who you think it's designed for, just for longevity of the game. No matter what anybody tries to say. Even though I don't see a lot of people defending it, honestly. Don't think I've ever heard somebody defend it, honestly. That being said, there are still delusional people who defend Advanced 3's level design, so anything is possible.
Where were we?
And if you...
Oh yeah. Is it like Diamond and Pearl, where the tedium is like a serious problem? It's like a part of the design in a way that's just the worst. Or is it like Heart Gold's tedium, where it's something that people can accept in order to feel more immersed in the game?
You speak for yourself. Anyway.
Okay, I was going to say Heart Gold or Sun and Moon to appease you folks that like how slow Sun and Moon is.
We are not turning this into a Pokemon discussion. I'm going to say it's Diamond in this case.
Okay then. I really just wanted to say that so that I could make those 2 points. But you know that.
Anyways, it is just... There is no... You look at the level design and you're like, this isn't even Sonic level design. This is nowhere near Sonic level design anymore. This is generic 3D platformer for kids. But
yeah, it's sounding like some sort of Mario Galaxy type thing.
Except not fun, still.
Get the juices into the juice portals. So it's exactly like something that happened in Juice Galaxy.
Actually, if you think about it, that's exactly what happened in Gusty Garden. There was one thing where, like, the app was, like, I forget, but you hit something and then apple juice came out and you rode the apple juice out of giant apples.
Yeah. And getting 3 snowmen tall enough sounds like something that happened in, like, Mario 64.
It's not conducive to the level design, and it's not fun by itself, is the issue. Also, I barely fail here. Just like, I barely succeed.
Yeah, I was about to say. The thing is, with Mario 64, Sonic isn't designed for slow, methodical platforming. How he controls just doesn't work with... The thing, Mario... The 3D platforming is all about how the main character controls. That's pretty much the bread and butter, like the center of how 3D platforming, how fun a 3D platforming game is based almost entirely on how the main character controls. That's the major thing, and then second to that is level design. But the level design could be amazing, and if the character isn't fun to control, it's just... Look at Neck.
Neck 2, baby!
And I'm basing the entirety of my opinions on Knack 2 based on Jim Sterling. But basically he says that the level design around Knack is incredibly fun, but Knack himself is terrible to control. But the game is fun because of level design. So I guess that's the opposite of what I was saying, so never mind.
Yeah, some of the levels truly have to be seen to be believed. But I still.
So I'm gonna see them then. I'm gonna play through all of 3DS Sonic Lost World.
You're going to do that, you?
Yeah, and I mean I got to the second to the thingy.
The second
I should
zone.
stop trying to get. Yeah, I should stop trying to get all the red coins.
Why would you ever do that in that game? Nobody bothers.
Yeah, I hear that there are incredible. A lot of them are really, really ridiculous.
They're obtuse.
So ridiculous
so
that
obtuse.
They were so ridiculous that you got angrier at the thought of me getting the red rings than the thought of me calling them red coins. The thought of getting the red rings just instantly took all of your anger instead.
It is so asinine. Nobody does it. Nobody, even Clement. Even Clement's like, no, screw that. And Clement is notorious for doing all the crappy collectible things.
I do remember a lot of them being in incredibly stupid locations.
Incredibly stupid locations that if you don't master the partially broken parkour system, you die.
Yeah. And I was only in the second zone.
Just stop. Just don't continue. Just stop doing that. And trust me, once you get to Frozen Factory Zone, you're going to regret those words.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I can do it right now. Like I said, my 3DS battery needs replacing, so I'm now onto PC games.
Yeah, you say games. You say games in plural, but we all know it's just one.